But I think we have to recognise that within our own political union, the United Kingdom, that one or two things have changed in the last decade. Many of us were nervous of devolution for Scotland and Wales, and were worried that it might lead to the break-up of the Union. But none of us could have predicted exactly how this would play out. Now, I put it to you that the devolution genie is very firmly out of the bottle, and it's not going to be put back. But it's created a problem. Not in Scotland or Wales particularly, or Northern Ireland. No, it's created a problem in England. Because the English feel put upon. The English think it's unfair that Scottish and Welsh members of Parliament can vote on English-only legislation, but they can have no say in Scotland or Wales. But it's more than that. It's more than just the West Lothian question. I think there is a growing feeling in England, and certainly I feel it and share it, there is a growing feeling that somehow our leaders are ashamed of the very word England. We are discouraged. We are discouraged from describing ourselves as English. Our leaders seem to reel in horror at the idea of the cross of St George. And I think that we need to do something to plug that gap. The English need and deserve equality with our other partners in this union, and it's for that reason that yesterday the National Executive of this party discussed a change, a shift in policy, and we are now going to campaign for the English to have their own parliament, just like the Welsh and the Scots. And that actually this is the only way of saving the Union. Because if we carry on with this level of English resentment over the voting system, over the amount of money that goes north of the border, if we continue with this, it'll be the English that end the Union by voting to get rid of Scotland, and not Alex Salmond doing it to us. Let's save the Union, and let's give the English people the self-respect and pride that they so desperately need and deserve. When I first became leader of this party back in September 2006, albeit there was a short intermission, as you know, for a year or so when I took up alternative pursuits. But when I took over this party, we were, on the general election opinion poll ratings, just below 1%. On the Angus Reid poll that was put out 2 days ago, we are now on 7%. Just look at the fact that in the English local elections this year, we managed to get 1/3 votes in the seats in which we stood. That meant that as many people were turning out to vote for us in local elections as had turned out to vote for us in the previous European election success of 2009. This party is on the increase. Our excellent candidate, Jane Collins, showed that at Barnsley. And we have a younger generation that are coming to us. There was a recent YouGov poll in the West Country that put us on 14% amongst 18 to 24-year-olds. Our progress is good, solid and steady. We are on the cusp, I believe. I'm on the cusp of really advancing up those polls, and I think the bulk of that support is going to come from Conservative voters in this country who have simply given up on I need to say Gordon Brown. It's that gold price, you know, it's upset me. There are millions of people out there who believed in David Cameron, and they now know, frankly, he wasn't telling the truth. There is a massive open door for this party. We have every chance to step through it into a new, bigger, brighter future for UKIP and for UKIP policies. And I must say that I consider myself extremely lucky to be physically and mentally well enough after that horrific incident to be able to come back and take on this job of leading this great party once again. I'm back at the helm, and you can rest assured that I believe in the UKIP cause more than I ever did before. Yes. Please help me. Yes. Thank you.